Hello again, YouTube. And if you can't tell by shit on my face, I guess, I just woke up. I haven't made a vlog in about a week or so. Figured it was time to make one, just to update you guys on what's been going on. So basically, it's going to be the same thing like everything else is. My life pretty much revolves around work. And there's certain things that I want to share with people, but then I don't want to start false rumors with people, and that's pertaining me going and moving to a different theater. That's all I can really say. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to give out false information to possibly start rumors that either will never be true or might not be true ever. Or it might not happen for a really long time. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to start off with that. I really want to talk about it, but it's like, you know, and some people know that know me in real life. They know what I'm talking about. But and if you don't, and you're watching this and you don't know what I'm talking about, ask me. Because I don't want to spread. There's people I want to tell this to, and there's people I don't want to tell this to right now, because I'm not sure it's going to happen or not. So there's that. Other than that, work has been going all right. We've got the countertops installed in the new upper concession stand. They're supposed to be putting the coat towers in sometime this week. It looks really good. They're hanging wallpaper. It started 2 days ago, and they should be doing it today too. They're like maybe 40% of the way done. They came out and moved our first box office, or our second box office, back to the first box office, because if you don't know what happened with that, is basically our first box office, which was the box office that we used when I got there, since the beginning of time of when they built that theater. And the second box office used to be a box office, and they shut it down. So we're like, whatever. But still, the first box office got moved to the second box office because they were going to remodel the first box office. But then someone up in corporate decided that that wasn't a good idea, and they were going to move everything back to the first box office so they can remodel the second box office, so that when we get done with the second box office, we can move everything back from the first box office to the second box office, and then we can spruce up the first box office to be just a regular office for our general manager. And it was supposed to work the other way around. What doesn't make any sense about it is the first box office is bigger, which for our GM is good, but for the box office is not so good. The second box office is located on the other side of the lobby. There's no signage pointing at that box office. Nobody understands where the box office is at, especially customers. People that aren't familiar with the building, they don't know where it's at. People that are brand new really don't know where they're at. So, yeah, that's the thing. Lower concession stand is getting fixed up just a little bit. It's not getting the full remodel like the upstairs one is. I wish it was, because then we would probably use it. But we're fixing little stuff up here and there. And then, what else is going on? Where they've started delivering stuff for the bar. The whole entire, it's called a modular bar. The whole entire bar came through in one day. Like all the pieces with the cabinetry and shit came in on one pallet yesterday. So that's happening. That started being delivered. The beer room is pretty much done. They just got to put stuff in it. The new manager's office has a long way to go. New guest service hasn't been built yet. The restrooms are almost done. Like, all they have to do is put the rest of the toilets in with the flushers and put the hand dryers in and the doors on the hinges and paint them, and they're done. That's it. That could be done in like a week. The upstairs restrooms, that is. What else is going on over there? Of course, there's a whole bunch of small stuff that, you know, you would never think that a movie theater would be doing stuff like that. That happens behind the scenes, but nobody ever thinks about it. That happens every day. What else? We'll talk. I guess we'll talk about personal. I guess this is gonna be the new format of what I do. Is I'll break up the vlog into 2 sections, and one section is work, whether it be first or last, and then the second section is personal. Or flip-flop it. Personal be first, work be second. The last vlog, I think I did the personal first, but whatever. So, personal, I had all of my hedges trimmed because they were getting out of fucking control. I had someone come out here and cut them way back, and they were actually look really good now. My car has, I can't remember if I put in the last vlog, but basically to sum it up, basically to sum everything up, I had the master cylinder and the brake booster replaced on my car, and it still is making this vacuum air sucking noise, which my mechanic leads to believe that is a gasket or valve of some sort inside the brake booster that is bad. So that's part of that. I guess I need to get that fixed. Also, another thing, to anybody that's a mechanic that, or slightly mechanically inclined, that might understand this, the gasket in between the master cylinder and the brake booster itself, there's supposed to be one of those. It kind of meets up over, you know, the part it meets up at, and it wasn't fucking there on the old one. So there's one on the new one, but there wasn't one on the old one, so that helped out a little bit with all that. My mechanic also told me I think they're called brake valves. I'm not really sure. They're little teeny tiny things that bleed the brake fluid onto the, I guess the pads, the brake pads and the rotors, or the drum brakes or whatever it is. Because my car has front disc brakes and rear drum brakes. Well, 2 of the valves were broken. One was on the back passenger side, and so he replaced that for like $20 more, and then the front driver's side was also broken, but he didn't replace it because he said if he were to replace it, he possibly could have broken my caliper, brake caliper. That's what it is. I knew it started with a C. The brake caliper was sticking and could possibly go bad. Right now it's not bad, but it's something I should get replaced at some point. But if he were to take that valve off, he would possibly break or have to replace the brake caliper because it probably wouldn't work like it used to. So when I go to him next time, that's going to be something. It's not something that's crucial, like I have to do it now, but it's like if I go and get a brake caliper and a brake valve for him, he'll replace it. I also need to get my oil change pretty soon. Car is like at 200 and it's close to 262,000 miles right now. So yeah, I'm still looking at cars. I'm not exactly sure what I want next because I flip-flopped. I was solid on this, on the motion of just getting a mini SUV like a CRV or a Ford Escape or a Toyota RAV4 or something like that, or a Jeep Liberty or something like that. But I don't know, for the usage that I would use it for, it's nice to have that. But then also, if I were just to get a full-size sedan, it would do pretty much the same damn thing that I'm wanting to do. Because most of the stuff that I haul is stuff from one theater to another, or just stuff that I'm either getting rid of, or stuff that I could probably bundle into one big thing and just rent a truck. like there's stuff in my basement right now that I could probably go and rent a F-150 from U-Haul or some shit and just put it all on the bed of the truck and just go to the dump. There's a couple TVs and there's random shit down there. So yeah. But I'll stop rambling. There's nothing else I can really think of right now. I know I bought a one of those little, it's a rumble pack. I was gonna say a vibrator pack, but I was like, don't judge me, I don't know what the fuck it's called, I forgot, but it's a rumble pack. I bought a rumble pack for my Dreamcast controller I found at Great Escape, and then I bought Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for my GameCube. I'm still trying to find Sonic Adventure 2 just for the Dreamcast, but it's been proven to be a little hard to find in actual brick and mortar store. But I can find it on eBay. It's just really fucking expensive because it's kind of rare. So, you know. What else? I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about today. I just want to talk about this and just make a vlog. But yeah, remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Like the Facebook page will be linked down below in the description. Next video, I know I just recently did a gameplay video not too terribly long ago. That should be something that you guys should be looking forward to if you do look forward to those instead of these vlogs or these on-camera things. I don't know when it's going to be uploaded or when it's going to be done, but that should be the next video because I've got a couple of clips that are saved on my Xbox that I want to, you know, share. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.